Morning everyone, it's Nicole here, the North Island Stitcher. It is the 3rd of September in New Zealand on a pretty blustery, wet kind of day, very overcast. First of all, I want to thank all my subscribers and welcome to all new subscribers and welcome to all subscribers that have been from the start. I want to thank you all for joining me today. I haven't done as much stitching as I would normally do in the last week. I had thumb surgery on Tuesday and to release the tendon from scarring from a previous surgery I had in May last year. But so far so good. I've got my thumb bending and that's a big improvement compared to where it was. I couldn't bend it beforehand. I want to do a few shout outs. I know a few of these people have shouted me out, and if I've missed someone that has shouted me out, please accept my sincere apologies. I must take a notepad with me when I go out and about because it's generally when I find out somebody has shouted me out. So I do apologise if I forget anyone. I want to shout out Cat Stitch. She is a Kiwi floss tuber. She lives not that far from me. She's doing lots of awesome, lot of smalls, which is always good. It's good to have some smalls in amongst our big projects. Creatively, she's also lives in the Hutt Valley as well, and we love seeing her every week. Stitch Cat Lady 26, who's in the UK, she gave me a shout out. Thank you so much, Stitch Cat Lady. I love the projects that you're doing. Craft Addicts, who is also in the UK. I think, I could be wrong, she could be in the US. Little by Pickerz, who is up in the upper North Island. She gave me a shout out and really appreciate her doing so. An Aussie in a Kiwi world. I don't think there's a day that goes past we don't have a chat. And she's got some awesome designs. I'm really looking forward to her major wet parade. Fun with Cross Stitch, she's in Australia. I'm not sure where and I apologise for that. But she's got some awesome lovely HAED projects going as well. Blushing Pink Stitches, I've been watching her lately and she's got some really awesome projects as well. The other one who's a real new floss tuber, she's only done one video so far, and that's Nara JB, Nara's Crafts. Look forward to her next video. She's so much better than she was. I mentioned her in my last video. And she's doing a lot better than she was now, and I'm looking forward to actually seeing her this afternoon, so that'll be fun. Now I'll get to what I'm going to be doing different this time, and I'm going to be showing my daughter's stitching before I show my whips. I'm going to be showing my eldest daughter's first. She's 14 years of age, and she has a fair few whips. She's been stitching since she was 6. So let's get started on her projects. First of all, I made her a project bag. She loves Harry Potter, so we've got to go with that. This is a chart I bought her many years ago. This is what it's going to look like. She's doing them in their individual seasons, and she hasn't done a lot so far. It's a stamped kit. She's only done the black down here on the branch. So it's probably not a copyrighted design. So I don't wish to say where I bought it from, but I bought it from her before I knew there were issues with copyright scenarios. I did pay good money for it. I'm not going to waste it, but I'm not going to say where I bought them from. So that's her first design. This is the very first design that she ever started. If I can get the bag open, I really should have had these opened. I apologise for that. This is a dimensions chart that we bought for her. And she is doing the rose cushion. And she started this. This was literally her very first design. She's stitching this on 11 count. And this is where she's up to so far. Oh, might pay to put it around the right way and not show the back. And this is where she's up to so far. She's done real heaps on this. Sorry for no ironing. So she started that when she was 6. Now these are the next few are not going to have cover pages, and for that I sincerely apologise for that. She started a Jodyri design, the little butterfly. It's got 2 butterflies in it. That's where she's up to with one of the butterflies. And there's no cover photos for some of these, unfortunately, so I do apologise for that. Because I don't want to show the charts, that would be bad. The next one is a KLT chart. Again, I can't show a cover photo for this, so I do apologise for that. It's of a penguin. Presley penguin, I think. Yes. And she has the around the eyes done in black so far. The next one I'm showing is another KLT chart. This is Autumn Ollie Owl. Now you'll recall that in one of my videos I had finished Autumn Ollie Owl. It has the pumpkins. Miss 14 has decided she doesn't want to do the pumpkins, she's just doing the owl. And that's how far she is with that one. That's from KLT. Again, I don't have a cover photo for that. I don't think anyway. Oh, I do actually. Awesome. That's what it's supposed to look like when it's all finished, but she's just doing the owl. She's not doing any of the rest of it. Next one that we're doing is another KLT chart. This is Unicorn Outline. She's using Mosel Floss for this. And I think that's the way it lays. Yeah. And this is where she's up to with this one so far. Lots of work to do, but she'll get there eventually. At the moment she's right into her ballet dancing. The next one that she's doing is a Lizzie Kate. I don't have the profile, I don't have the picture for it, but we've all seen this one. She's changed the colours to her own liking, and yeah, that was I think the second project that she started. I could be wrong. It's been a few years. She is 14 now. The next one, which she started when she was 6, after lots and lots of pestering and after me thinking, no, 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 you're not old enough. They do need a good wash, but that's okay. And that's her HAED, QS the Roof. And she started this when she was 6 years old. And she's almost finished the bottom row. I know it's not a thick row, but starting it at 6 is pretty good, and I didn't really have to help her, only except threading the needle at times, but she could read the charts so easily. So she'll get to that. And QS the Roof, when it's finished, will look like that. The next one for her, I did say she had a few, and I don't have a cover photo for this, so I do apologise for that. This is a Jodyri's design, Sunset Splash. It's dolphins. And this was a Christmas present, not last year, the year before. its own little project bag. This one she started with me in 2002. Not 2002, sorry. She wasn't born then. 2020. You knew there was another 2 in there. We all know this one, Long Dog Samplers Pandemic. She dyed her own fabric for this one. And she's making her own choice of colours as she goes, sorry. And her colour choices. Lots and lots of different bright colours in there. Sorry for the delay here. Things don't like to go back in their bags properly. The last one for Miss 14 is a My Big Toe design. Sorry, I find it difficult opening bags, so I should have had this pre-sorted. Is a My Big Toe design. That's where she's up to with it so far. This one's called Jesus Paid It All. And that's what it'll look like when it's finished. Okay, that's all Miss 14's done. Now we're going to get on to Miss 9. She's only been stitching for a little while. If you recall, I mentioned I'd broken her frame when I was showing her last lot of cross stitch. I had to go and buy her a Q-snap.
Hello.
That was Miss 9 saying hello.
And also wow.
We just drew some hearts on a piece of fabric. That was her very first start in cross stitch, and she's doing very well with that one. Her other one is a Paine Free Crafts one. She also got a Marauders Map project bag. And the Paine Free Crafts that she's doing is this one, with all the lovely bright colours that she has chosen. 2 have snuck on the back. And not sure of the angle, but that's how much she's done on it so far. She's still trying to work out how to read the charts properly, but she will get there. But this is what she wanted to attempt, and you know, better than having an argument. Now we are getting to Little Miss 6. Dancing in the background here. We just drew some hearts and the word love on a piece of fabric. And that's where she's up to now. She finished the E last week. And hopefully, you know, this weekend she might finish the O. That would be pretty cool.
Are you looking in the box?
Okay, now we'll get on to my whips. Not as much as I would like, as I said, in the last couple of weeks. Well, more week, the last few days. So while I was in hospital, I took one whip with me. And that is part 1 of the Foursome Reel from Long Dog Sampler. Now, when I picked this up, this looked like this when I showed it in my whip parade. Oh, sorry about the glare. And this is where I got to. I'd stitched this part of this motif here, and that was for a total of 452 stitches, and I did that over 3 days because I couldn't do much, either feeling like I was a dopey fly from the painkillers and just feeling not up to it, which is not like me for stitching. So that's that one done. My second one that I worked on, and they're not in order of when I worked on them, they're just the ones that I'm showing, is Mini Shoot the Moon from HAED. Now when I started this up a bit, when I started a bit more on this, this is where I was up to. So I have got now that much done. So I've done a significant amount up in here, over in here, and I've completed in some of the black stitches and all of this here. So I'm really happy with the progress on this one. I am now at 54.33% stitched. The next one I worked on was Spring, Colours of Spring from not Heaven and Earth, sorry, Paine Free Crafts. And this is where I'm up to. Sorry, fingers in the way, that's not going to be helpful. And this is where I've got to with that so far. When I started on it this time round,
Just look what's happening with Floss.
this is where I started on it, and this is where I'm now at. And I got a total of 1,859 stitches for 16.59% complete. And I finally made myself some more project bags, so I've put Colours of Spring. It'll get swapped out for another that's coming at some point soon. My next one is Sea Turtle, which I got heaps done on this one. All the other three are all full crosses. This one is tent stitch. Now, last video we were at a white blob of stitches, a white square of stitches. I am now a lot more than just this white blob that I had beforehand. It's all the way up here and around. And that's for a total of 13,949 tent stitches. So I'm really happy with the progress there. Do apologise for my noisy children beforehand, sorting themselves a milkshake, but forgetting that I'm videoing. It's real life here. So that's all of my whips. I did have a new start last night where I only got 96 stitches in it. The pain was a bit much in my thumb, so I just kind of put it down and went to bed. And I bought this kit from JK's in Australia. They only ship to Australia, within Australia and New Zealand. And I bought this kit, and I just wanted something that had lots of block colour, where I didn't really have to think too much. So that's what it's going to look like when it's finished. And that's my lovely big start on it so far, whole 96 stitches. So if I was to do no new starts next year, I'd need to get at least another 104 in before it would be considered a start. But that's okay. I'm happy with that so far. The other two project bags that I made when I made the blue one is I made this one. Just lots and lots of books all over it. And I've actually put the bookcase whip that I was doing into there. Kind of makes sense, a bookcase with lots of books, and that's what this one is. That one is just a refresher from Galliana Design, and a refresher of what it was up to since I'm showing the bag is all of that along the bottom. Might get some more of this one done in the next couple of weeks, just so I can pull the bag out really. Got to pull the bags out. And this is the other one that I had made, dragon one, but I'm keeping that for when a Paine Free Crafts one starts up. It's just navy blue lining. It's not showing up very well. There we go, that's a bit better. Goes with a pink zip with the pink dragons. That's going to go with Saki Dragon. My Crystal Club voucher came in because I'm part of the Crystal Club with Paine Free Crafts, and I ordered Saki Dragon, and I bought the kit for Monarch Dragon. Dizzy Stitcher sent me Monarch Dragon as a rack, so I figured I'd better get the kit for it. So that'll get started shortly after it arrives, I have no doubt. The other one, the only major haul that I've got, it's not really what I would call major, is I bought this chart off Etsy, and it's of all of the 12 zodiacs. I think it's just stunning. And since I've got, a significant amount of children, I need to do their zodiac signs, and that looks like a really neat pattern to do. So I like that one. So that's it. Oh, and before, and I didn't show it, Foursome Reel, that was the first whip of mine. This is what the set looks like all four together, and I'm doing this one here, so that's what it'll look like when it's finished. So I do apologise I didn't show that before, but here we go. Apologies if you can hear my cat cleaning himself. I think that's about it today. I can't think of anything else to say except, if you're in a cold place, keep warm. If you're in a warm place, keep cold. Happy stitching, and enjoy your day, enjoy your evening. Thanks for joining me. I'm Nicole from the North Island Stitcher from New Zealand.